The Retirement Blueprint, sponsored by Geiger Investments.
Welcome back to Living Local. So there are many unknowns in life and fears for those making a big lifestyle change, such as going from working every day to retirement. One of the biggest fears for retirees is running out of money. That's today's Retirement Blueprint topic with Kevin and Lauren Geiger, the husband and wife team with Geiger Investments, a full-service financial and retirement firm right here in the Lowcountry. They're also popular radio show hosts. Thank you both for being with us today.
Thank you.
All right, let's start off. Why is running out? I mean, this seems kind of like a dumb question, but why are people so worried about running out of money? It seems like a legitimate fear, right?
Oh, most definitely, especially if you don't have a plan in place. Remember, we're living longer. Healthcare costs is going up as well as any cost in life. So you do have that fear in the back of your mind. And if you're not planning for it and ensuring that you're dotting those I's and crossing those T's, you are going to potentially have that chance of running out.
On top of that, if you're a baby boomer, baby boomers grew up in the age, like my father, who grew up with their parents that went through the Great Depression. And so they've been taught to be savers and be fearful of running out of money. So now they're getting closer to retirement. They still have that in their head, and they're concerned about it.
Yeah, but that's it. They are pretty much in a better place typically, right, than like most other generations?
Typically, because they're the savers. The baby boomers are the savers of, I would say, most of the generations. And so because of that, they have these nest eggs, but then they're not sure what to do at this point. And the problem is that if you don't know what to do, then you just start drawing on that egg.
And shoving it under your mattress and stuff isn't really what you're talking about
and it's not good, because remember, if you keep drawing, and let's say we have a market crash, what's going to happen to the rest of your account value? It's going to go down. Now that you've been drawing, what do you do?
Okay, well, that seems stressful. So what are some of the ways we can reduce that stress or that fear?
Well, we always call it the 3-bucket approach. We've talked about that a few times, where you've got to have your buckets allocated. While you're in the working world, you've had an income bucket in place, right? That's providing that income for yourself. But you also have a liquidity bucket that's in place there in order to cover your daily expenses, maybe reserves, maybe there's something that you have to get done in the house unexpectedly. That's your liquid account, checking and savings. All right, and you got the income bucket like I was talking about. During the working years, you had that. Now that's gone. Now all you have maybe is Social Security, maybe you have a pension, and then you have your growth bucket. The problem is people always forget to replace that income bucket with some other dependable income source outside of their Social Security, because they've been so used to getting a check for the last 30 years. They now have to come up with a solution for that. So by filling that income bucket to the top, that alleviates the stress of running out of money in retirement.
Okay, so when you're talking about Social Security and pension, you've warned us before that you shouldn't be banking on that, right?
Well, let's talk about the statistics. Social Security, if you look at your statement, it says that it potentially will run out by 2034. How many years is that, Kevin?
16 years. If you're 60 years old right now, that's telling you at 76 years old, this account's going to run out, right? This account that's supposed to be paying you Social Security for the rest of your life. So that's pretty scary if you're looking on retiring the next few years, knowing that you only have 16 years left of an account that you thought was guaranteed. That's pretty scary.
Yeah, millennials are we're all just gonna, no telling what's gonna happen to us.
Just paying into a system.
Yeah, I mean, seriously. Okay, so let's talk about, is it smart to, at what age should you be kind of dabbling in the stock market? Do y'all have like a recommendation as to when it's appropriate to do that?
Well, I wouldn't say there's a definite age of when you should be in the stock market or not in the stock market. I know that when you're in your 30s, you have more time to experience that loss, if we have a loss in the stock market, compared to someone who's coming into retirement. That 5 years before you decide to retire is the time that you really take a step back, reevaluate what you have going on right now, and that would be the time, if you're in the market, that you should take a step out of the market. You can keep your toe in there, but don't have a full foot in there at that time.
You got to reel it in, right?
Right.
All right, well, thank you both so much. And so if you at home want to learn more about planning for a successful retirement, these guys right here are the people you need to call. With Geiger Investments has a great deal for you. The first 5 callers with a portfolio of $250,000 or more will receive a complimentary retirement plan fit just for you. Kevin and Lauren will sit down with you personally and give you a roadmap analyzing where you are right now, and y'all discuss the plan, how to plan for a successful retirement. Pick up the phone right now and give them a call at 843-375-8700. Well, it's always a pleasure sitting down with you both. Thanks again for being here.
Thank you.
More Living Local coming your way right after this.